Please remain standing while we welcome Anthony Mulligan, a future member of the United States Navy, and Leah Balzer, who will be attending the Coast Guard Academy, to the stage for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please welcome Lieutenant Commander Anthony Baruso to the stage to present Leah Balzer with her official appointment to the United States Coast Guard Academy.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thanks for having me here. So, I am Lieutenant Commander Tony Baruso, coming to you all the way from New London, Connecticut, at the Coast Guard Academy, here to present Leah with her well-earned appointment. Without further ado, on behalf of Rear Admiral William Kelly, 42nd Superintendent of the United States Coast Guard Academy, I will now present this appointment to the class of 2026. Founded in 1876, the Coast Guard Academy in New London, Connecticut, has consistently been ranked among the nation's most prestigious and selective institutions of higher learning. Being the smallest of the nation's federal service academies, it has succeeded through many years to produce leaders of character ready to lead in service of their country and humanity. Each year, over 10,000 students will inquire about the academy, and many go on to complete the application process. After nearly 9 months of a grueling and intensive review process, less than 270 highly qualified men and women will be selected for an appointment and sworn in this summer to the class of 2026. A scholarship valued at over $300,000, the Coast Guard Academy appointment offers a total integrated life experience. Our campus provides a secure, supportive, and highly structured environment for a unique higher education experience focused on academics, athletics, leadership, and professional military development. As a representative of the Coast Guard Academy's admissions office, it is my privilege to recognize and present this appointment to the United States Coast Guard Academy to Leah Marie Balzer.
Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, sung by the Bacon Academy Choir. I am honored to introduce our acting principal, Dr. Charles Hughes.
Is not an original message. I've sat editions in the stories of accomplished residents, famous and common. The message always seems to be the same. Colchester is a special, and they are thankful for what it has provided them over the years. Now, for the past years, they've been very challenging, and I want to acknowledge what you've gone through as a class and individually. The list is long. But because you're sitting here today, I want you to recognize it is an indication that you have strength, resilience, and resolve. I might be so bold to say that you have earned something more powerful than your vulnerable, something that other graduating classes cannot claim. So pursue your dreams, make your careers, establish new connections, whether they are near or far, but use those opportunities to continue the tradition of being an ambassador for your town. I have known for nearly 30 years that Colchester is kind, that Colchester is innovative, and you have a special opportunity to pursue your individual lives, but do so and add to this legacy. Trust me, wherever you go in this world, there's a very good chance you will either run into someone who knows someone from Colchester or who is from Colchester. Show the world who we are. Good luck, class of 2022.
It is my pleasure to now introduce our class of 2022 salutatorian, Kelly Alexis Goodwin.
I do a crime in the 5 minutes before a test. I have been tardy several times, and I only put effort into assignments I enjoy. By any stretch of the imagination, I work so hard. Yes, I may be ambitious, but the line between ambition and obsession blurs, and I find myself closer to the latter. Yes, I am driven, but I am driven by the idea of perfection, and being human, perfection is impossible to achieve. Yes, I work hard, but my efforts are rarely rewarded with happiness, contentment, or satisfaction. It may seem like I'm the student you are supposed to be, or that my success is something you should strive to obtain. But it was luck that I did well freshman and sophomore year, and ignorant perseverance that catalyzed my near-perfect grades junior and senior year. Why am I so special? Because I decided that winning school was more important than my happiness? The argument isn't that I haven't earned the academic recognition I received, but that there are so many others who equally deserve it. Those of us in the National Honor Society at Bacon Academy have white hoods and tassels, and I guess that's a start. But the reality is we have all had different experiences, different levels of exposure in different environments, different upbringings and societal conditions and home lives and teachers and friends and sports. It was my luck of the draw that I have parents as incredible as I do, that taught me how to read and write and solve math problems and be competitive before I had experienced anything school-related. My mom, who has endlessly supported me for a long 18 years. My dad, who can push me when I am receptive to it, of course, when he knows I can achieve more. My friends, who help keep me going, who lift me up, and who tell me what the homework is when I forget for the 5th time that week. In particular, I have to thank Matt Krantz for teaching me the strategy of high school academics, because it is, unfortunately, a strategy. Without him, I genuinely would not have been able to be here. Matt and I had this idea midway through the school year that we could share the Salutatorian Speech because our GPAs were so close. At the end of junior year, our difference in GPA was equivalent to a difference of 1 point and 1 class, 5/1000ths of a GPA point. We eventually drafted a combined speech and prepared to present it together. But last Tuesday, he discovered that our class president, him, speaks at graduation. He felt it was only fair for me to give the speech alone, but I would still like to drive home the point that I am here because we worked together and helped each other this school year. We were competitors, but we were also friends. My success has been carried on the backs of others, not just my own. I often contemplate how small I am, how little my impact will be. I know there are others who feel the same. But you can do more than you realize. If you've never heard of the butterfly effect, it's the idea that any little difference or action can have an enormous impact as time passes. The truth is, we are all small, but maybe that's a good thing, because as small as we are, we can still do great things. As our lives progress, so much is going to change. Some of us heading to college, others to trade school, and still others the military. For many of us, we'll head to a new state, maybe in New England, or maybe across the country. Some of us can drive back home, myself included, but some of us will be so far we need to fly. I hope we make a difference wherever we go. I hope we experience life to the fullest, but I also hope that we don't forget where we came from. The time we have spent here, in this high school, with good memories and bad, with successes and failures, through oil spills and construction and global pandemics, the time we have spent here will stay with us for the rest of our lives. I hope we can treasure these memories. We have transformed each other in countless ways, and in the process, transformed ourselves. In the coming year, our lives will be nothing but change. But what will never change is the impact we have had in each other's lives, companions and competitors alike. We can do great things if, through our individuality, we work together. Thank you.
Now, please welcome our 2022 Gilbert Lamb essayist, Wilson Hathaway.
Good evening. Since none of you Yankee fans can interrupt me and boast about your 27 rings, I'd just like to remind you that you haven't won one in 13. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. On July 4th, 1939, Lou Gehrig delivered his farewell speech to 62,000 fans in New York after being diagnosed with ALS. He described it as nothing more than a bad break. In the same speech to Yankee Stadium, a Hall of Famer said it was an honor to be surrounded by the coaches and teammates that crafted him to be such an amazing player. I personally do not have a relationship with any professional coaches or athletes. However, I do know a lot of people that I get to spend every day with. From the group that I've been best friends with since third grade travel soccer, and the strangers standing next to me at the gas station as I buy peanut butter Muddy Buddies and an orange Gatorade. The students at Macon and the residents of Colchester make up a community I get to call home. It is an honor to be surrounded by you all. Gehrig goes on to acknowledge all the small things that happen behind the scenes of his life. He describes the groundkeepers that remember him with trophies, and his mother-in-law who sides with him over her own daughter as something. He mentions his father and mother who worked all their life to provide for him as a blessing. Lastly, his wife, who showed amazing courage and strength, earned the title as the finest he knew. Even as one of the greatest baseball players in the history of the game, Lou Gehrig still took the time to acknowledge his somethings in life. In turn, he was able to find the positive outlook of his bad break. He focused on what he had opposed to what he wished for, and that is what made Lou Gehrig an even better person than baseball player. When I look back on what the world has given me, I understand how lucky I am to be in my place. When you have friends that send you math homework at 3 a.m. because you stayed up all night playing video games, that's something. When you have a mother and father who do everything in their power to help you enjoy every aspect of your life, it's a blessing. When you wake up every day knowing that those around you are going to support and help you along any path you choose to take, that's the finest I know. Lou Gehrig ended his speech with, "So I close in saying that I may have had a tough break, but I have an awful lot to live for." All of you before me have, in one way or another, come together to create a life I cannot possibly forget. And it isn't until I take a step back and open my eyes that I fully understand the incredible work that goes on around me. When you're able to focus on the somethings that surround you every day, acknowledge the blessings that give more value to your daily routine, and hold dearly onto whatever it may be that you consider the finest you know, it becomes a lot easier to get over your bad breaks. I'm always shocked by the quantity of which I have to appreciate. Even through my own bad breaks, I try to look on the bright side to fully grasp the awful lot I have to live for. Family dinners, my family or my friends giving me someone to lean on and reach out to in times of confusion or need, and draining a shimmy post fade over the tallest guy in the court. Though, even when I struggle to recognize these somethings, I too would say I have enough to consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Thank you.
Now, I am proud to introduce our keynote speakers for the ceremony. At Bacon Academy, it's our tradition not to invite an outside speaker, but to have our beloved Bacon teachers as our keynote speakers. Without further ado, here they are.
Each June at graduation, Bacon Academy celebrates the collective achievements of our graduates. Yet somehow this year, this ceremony feels much more special. To say that your class persevered through a unique 4 years feels like an understatement. Each one of you has finished this year much stronger than when we started, and for that you should be very proud. My personal wish for each of you is to not only savor this moment, but to leave Bacon Academy looking the future squarely in the eye. In the words of Henry David Thoreau, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And with that, I wish.
I will leave you with a quote from David McCullough Jr., an English teacher from Wesley High School who 10 years ago gave a speech to the graduating class in 2012 that is still relevant today. In it he said, and I'm paraphrasing, "The fulfilling life, the distinctive life, the relevant life is an achievement, not something that fell into your lap. Exercise free will and creative, independent thought, not for the satisfaction it will bring you, but for the good it will do others, and the rest of the 8 billion, and those who will follow you. And then you too will discover the great and curious truth of the human experience is that selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself. The sweetest joys of life then come only with the recognition that you are not special, because everyone is. Best wishes and much love, Mel."
Dear class of 2022, you did some by sheer miracle, but regardless of how you made it here today, you are all leaving together as equals with the same Bacon Academy diploma. But what will you do with it? Some of you will have it framed and nailed on the wall. Some will chuck it in a box under your bed, and some will leave it in a backpack to mingle with the notebooks and 3-inch binders, unused filler paper, and half-eaten bags of goldfish. Some of you will go to college, some to work, some to the armed forces, some to explore the rainforest, and some to explore Devil's Hopyard. Wherever your journeys take you, remember that this diploma is a symbol of an accomplishment. in achievement of a goal. And now that you've achieved this goal, with confidence you can conquer the next one, and the one after that, and the next one after that too. Make more goals. Conquer them. Nelson Mandela said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Work hard. Pay attention. Not all of life's lessons will be academic. It's perfectly okay not to be perfect, and to adjust your vision of what perfection is. Do good. Be brave and be passionate. Be confident. Don't let others talk you down, even if they are in a position higher than yours. Keep your head held high and make eye contact. They just might stop talking and listen. Be real, be kind, and be thoughtful. And as I quote one more amazing person, remember that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel. That would be Maya Angelou. Making people feel good is like sending a pebble into the water. The ripples are endless. Go make ripples.
Hello, class of 2022. Thank you for a great year. We had so many good laughs. I will miss you all. It's a weird feeling you might be having right now. Your last time listening to all your teachers talk at you. Your last time sitting between these people who you have likely been between alphabetically for many, many years. You are finishing 13 years of education and have a full life ahead of you. It's your last time when everything is planned out for you. What you do next is up to you. And each of you will make different choices. You might not be 100% sure of your choices, and that's okay. What's really cool is that any time in life you can change your mind. You can always go back to school. You can change your friends, change your habits, change your goals. Sometimes you will fail, and that's okay. Failure is normal. Try hard anyway. Take risks, try new things, explore. What's most important is that you work hard so that you are proud of yourself and that you are kind and respectful of others. Congratulations, class of 2022. Work hard, believe in yourself, and be a good human. Go make this wild world a better place.
I recently found a quote from Nelson Mandela that stated, "It always seemed impossible until it's done." I chose to share this quote with you this evening because I felt it described perfectly the academic year we just completed together. I never once thought it applied to the accomplishment you are completing this evening. Though you may have believed at times graduation was an impossible feat, those around you have always believed you could do it. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, believe in yourself and go after the impossible.
To the class of 2022, congratulations, you did it. It has been a pleasure to work with such a large number of you this year. You've grown so much and accomplished impressive things. I know how hard that is to accept. However, you always have control over your actions and what you decide to do. So always work hard to achieve your goals and keep faith that with physical risks, don't freak out your parents. Rather, take academic risks. Challenge yourself by taking a college class that is hard or learning something that is out of your comfort zone. Push your mind to grow and yourself to develop new skills or expand your knowledge on a topic. Take social emotional risks. Get off of your phone. Look at people. Say hi. Introduce yourself to someone you don't know, even if it feels awkward. Join a club or group that interests you so that you meet new people. It can be hard to make friends outside of the microcosm of high school, so put yourself out there. Be kind. Again, another simplistic piece of advice we hear over and over from childhood, but that's only because it's such an important sentiment. We know we should treat others the way we want to be treated, but I also want to remind you to be kind to yourself. We often have more patience and understanding with others who are struggling than with ourselves. I hate to break it to you, but you are not always going to be awesome in everything you do. There will be missteps. Please, please be kind to yourself and give yourself some grace. As I always tell you, the world is so much bigger than Bacon Academy. Head out there, make your mark, and have a positive impact on the world. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Congratulations, graduates on surviving the pandemic and graduating. Among many things, You excelled at adapting and recovering from so many 5-day interruptions due to COVID protocols.
Dear seniors, hello! The word of the day is bittersweet. So much so that I'm going to give you a moment of silence to just take it all in. Go ahead, I'll wait. Now, before you sail off in your gossamer kayak, pay heed to the following quote. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. And if that's good enough for Maya Angelou, it's good enough for us mere mortals. So take that to heart while you're out there conquering the world. Goodbye and good luck.
Hello, seniors. In the words of the great Rocky Balboa, let me tell you something you already know. The world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or no one else is going to hit you as hard as life. But it isn't about how hard you're hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. But winning is not just games or competitions. Winning is achieving your dreams. I ask you, what are your dreams? What do you want? And I challenge you to wake up every day and grind for them. Spend the rest of your life going after it. If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you have to be willing to take the hits. And not pointing fingers saying you aren't where you are because of him or her or anyone else. No one is responsible for your dreams but you. Today is the day. Go and get it.
Hello, seniors. It's Mr. Browning, and I have 3 pieces of advice to you as you graduate. The first is that the most important factor that will contribute to your long-term happiness is the quality of the relationships you have with your family and your friends. These relationships can and will get you through tough times that will inevitably happen. Second piece of advice, be intellectually curious. Continue to try to learn after you leave school. Your life will be much more interesting as a result. And lastly, find a career that you like and that has some sort of meaning. A job may make you money, but a vocation is something that is rewarding and makes your life richer.
Hello, class of 2022. It has been my pleasure to be your class advisor these last 2 years. I was so happy to be able to provide you, along with your fantastic class officers, a traditional end to your senior year, with class t-shirts, a regular senior prom, and your class trip to Block Island. It was so much fun to watch everyone who attended those events have truly memorable and genuinely fun experiences with their friends. As you start to look toward the future, embrace your uncertainty and use that to explore everything available to you, whether it be new classes, travel abroad, or starting a new venture in a trade, the military, or the workforce. Remember all there is to know and to learn in order to grow as a person. Take advantage of all opportunities, even the ones that don't work out offer new insight. But as you become more independent, don't forget about your family and closest friends. Keep in touch and cheer them on in their new ventures, as these are the most important people you will have in your life. And lastly, travel to new places, explore new things. The time will pass either way. Be sure to fill it intentionally and plan for all those things you want to do. No matter how long something might take, don't let that deter you from pursuing your dreams and bucket list items. I wish you well on your new journey. Congratulations, class of 2022. It has been a true joy.
Will the senior class officers please join me? The class of 2022 would like to sincerely thank everyone who helped this ceremony come to fruition. A special thanks to all of the administrators, as well as Mrs. Bloomberger, Mrs. Shea, Miss McKiernan, Miss Rosala, Miss Bossy, and our extra special thanks to Mr. Kessler, who have all worked exhaustively to organize our graduation. Without their help, none of this would be possible. We would also like to thank both Mrs. Bloomberger and Miss Berardo for being our class advisors. Mrs. Bloomberger was able to get our class off to a strong start and give us a sturdy foundation. But Miss Berardo has really carried us through a lot of the unexpected struggles we faced the last couple of years. Recent fundraisers, prom, and the senior trip were made possible as a direct result of Miss Berardo's leadership and dedication. Thank you, Miss Berardo and Mrs. Bloomberger. The class of 2022 truly appreciates all of your incredible contributions, along with the time and effort that you put in to get us here. We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize all the parents, teachers, coaches, friends, and families that have supported us and led each of us to this moment. You have collectively inspired the next generation of people who will work toward improving the world while fulfilling their dreams and aspirations. Thank you for all that you've done for us. And to the class of 2022, I cannot wait to see what your futures hold. I hope that every one of you finds great success and continues on to further inspire more young men and women who wish to one day fill your shoes. As a departing class gift, the class of 2022 is using remaining funds to donate money that will support multiple causes. A portion of the donation will go toward large 8-foot folding tables for our school, which are constantly in high demand and short supply. We hope that these will be a practical gift that can enable students to set up more events in the hallways and create a greater sense of school community, life, and culture. We will also be putting funds towards supporting Skipper, Officer Shields' canine companion. Skipper is new to our district this year, and we have enjoyed having him walking the halls with us at Bacon Academy. He even came to our senior prom. These funds will help ensure Skipper remains safe and happy by helping to purchase a light-up collar, reflective vest, dog treats, and will assist with any other necessary supplies or care. We hope these donations will improve conditions for students, staff, and the resource office alike. The class of 2022 would like to acknowledge the Bacon Academy class of 1972. This year marks the 50th anniversary of their graduation. Will the Bacon Academy class of 1972 please stand to be recognized on their 50th anniversary? Now, I am honored to introduce the Bacon Academy class of 2022 Valedictorian, Michael Anthony Barnett.
First and foremost, I want to offer some thanks. I want to thank the Academy for providing me with a high school experience that I'll never forget. Thank you to my family for supporting me down whichever road I walked. And thank you all for making these last 12 years something exceptional. I also want to offer you all congratulations. It hasn't always been easy. We know that for certain. But you're here, and you should be proud of that. There's a lot going on in the world, and due dates, and stress. I had to learn things isn't how you act when things are easy, but rather if you are willing to hunker down and see things to the end when the going is tough. I bring this forward to say that despite the title conferred to me, what I see is a class full of number ones. Each and every one of you has something you're passionate about, something that drives you, that you've worked hard to be ranked first in. Whether you're a star player on your sports team, accomplished artist and musician, reliable employee, compassionate volunteer, or make a conscious effort to do your homework the moment you get home from school, You've all put in so much work to achieve wonderful victories. As valedictorian, I'm tasked with writing the speech and standing up here to humbly share my story, my thoughts in front of all of you who I've shared this adventure with. Not everyone has this stage to stand on, or a podium to speak behind. But all of you have a voice, your own unique stories about your journey to be the best at what you love. So I implore you to share your stories. Let the ground you stand on be your stage, your words your performance, and rope in anyone you can to be the audience to witness your radiant finale. Give that audience a peek behind the curtain to see the messy props and drafted scripts that led you to where you are now. Take pride in that work and let others know the difficulties you faced on your way to your achievements. It makes the fact that you achieved them all the more impressive. With these last words, I'd like to request something of you all. At some point during the ceremony today, amidst the clapping and congratulations you so rightfully deserve, please think of that thing for which you are top of the class. Then, when all is said and done, find a moment today, tomorrow, whatever you can, to share the story of that accomplishment with others. I am so very proud to be the academic valedictorian of Bacon County's class of 2022. What are you the valedictorian of? Thank you.
Please stand and join us in singing our alma mater, Baconia, led by the Bacon Academy Choir. I would now like to introduce Mr. Alexander Oliphant, Chairman of the Board of Education.
Congratulations, class of 2022. You have persevered through some unexpected and difficult times while at Bacon Academy, and now find yourselves about ready to receive your diploma. You've worked hard to reach this milestone. Your family, teachers, and school administrators have helped you along the way. But ultimately, it was you who earned your diploma. Again, congratulations. You find yourselves embarking on the next phase of your journey. Some of you may be asking, where do I go from here? While your fellow classmates have already charted their course. It is you who determines your life's direction. Whether you continue in academia, pursue trade school, or directly enter the workforce. You are in the captain's seat, and therefore control your destiny and those decisions which reside with you. Life's journey is full of rewards and surprises. Enjoy your successes and see where they lead you. Conversely, there will be bumps in the road. Your comfort zone will be tested. However, that is a part of life's challenges. Do not be discouraged. Take a step back, regroup, and plot another course while remembering you possess self-confidence and the drive to achieve your goals in life. I will leave you with 3 quotes from one of my favorite Star Trek characters, Jean-Luc Picard, to contemplate. First, seize the time. Live now. Make now always the most precious time. Now will never come again. Second, things are only impossible until they are not. Third, there is a way out of every box, a solution to every puzzle. It's just a matter of finding it. In parting, I wish the class of 2022 fair winds and following seas wherever your journey takes you.
Now please join me in welcoming Dr. Thomas Y. McDowell, our Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening and welcome. Members of the class of 2022, members of the class of 1972, Mr. Oliphant, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Hughes, Mrs. Begay, Mrs. Sear, faculty and staff, Bacon Academy Board of Trustees, parents and grandparents, honored guests, family, and friends. The fireworks begin tonight. Each diploma is a lit match. Each one of you is a fuse. I graduated from high school a long time ago, yet it seems like only yesterday until I start to think about it and begin to fill in the gaps. School, music, marriage, work, college, children, grad school, grandchildren, work. The constants in my life have been my wife, my kids, my family, my friends, my dogs, my music, and my work. I have found all of these things to be good things to hold on to. Over the years, all of these have provided me with love, satisfaction, support, refuge, very important, comfort, and the desire to be the best that I can be. Fortunately for me, most of my dreams have come true. The point is, whatever you dream, you can usually make your dream come true if you continue to work towards it and remain focused. Trust me on this. All of you know something about quadratic equations, how to write the perfect English essay, or the causes of the Revolutionary War. Let me share some of the things you really learned in high school. The best bathrooms are always the one nearest the main office. The words, "Don't ever tell this to anyone," don't mean anything to anyone. Procrastination does work. And finally, when your teachers say your paper only has to be as long as it takes to explain your point, they're lying. Your most important lessons, however, cannot be recited or written down and turned in for a grade. These lessons I'm speaking of involve friendship, hard work, love, commitment, and dedication. Because I've only been here a few months, I wanted to get some good advice for you as many of you leave home for the first time. I've visited some experts and asked them what advice to give you as you graduate from high school and leave home for the first time. Who are these experts, you ask? Well, I found them at Colchester Elementary School in the kindergarten classrooms. These are the things the experts told me to tell you about leaving home. And they're all true. Emma said, "Just do a good job." Ryan said, "Graduate from college and you'll be all grown up." Jessica said, "Go online so you don't have to leave mommy and daddy." Patrick said, "Make new friends." Maria said, "Don't say any bad words." Ellen said, "Play nice and share." Dylan said, "Bring your favorite stuffed animal to sleep with." Jane said, "Be careful on the internet because Grampy said there are scary people out there who will hurt you." Alex said, "If there's a river, take a plane." Danny said, "Take a first aid kit." Andrew said, "Take a suit, a helmet, and other supplies." Ava said, "Be sure to take your GPS." Carla said, "Be sure to memorize Mommy and Daddy and Granny and Grampy's phone numbers." John said, "Bring Mommy and Daddy, and especially Daddy because he does all the driving and he has the money." Mariella said, "Bring a pet." Tara said, "Bring sunglasses." Charlie said, "If you're in the Army, bring camouflage." Tina said, "Bring a toothbrush and toothpaste and jewelry to wear with a dress." Adele said, "Bring clothes and lots of clean underwear." Now you know what the experts say you should bring. So I wanted to share a few moments about some important lessons I've learned about life with you. I've learned that the best classroom in the world is at the feet of an elderly person. I've learned that when you're in love, it shows. I've learned that being kind is more important than being right. I've learned that to ignore the facts does not change the facts. I've learned that it's the small daily happenings that make life so spectacular. I've learned that everyone you meet deserves to be greeted with a smile, and that a smile is an inexpensive way to improve your looks. I've learned that the less time I have to work with, the more things I seem to be able to get done. I've learned that no matter how serious your life requires you to be, we all need a friend to act goofy with. And I've learned that while my dogs aren't my whole life, mine have made my life whole. Please remember the opportunities and fine start you've received in Colchester schools and at Bacon Academy. Your fine teachers, administrators, and staff have worked very hard to prepare you so that you will be able to do something else beyond what you've already done, as well as to help you grow into the person you have and will become. I want to remind you to always honor and respect your parents, as they are the reason you are here today. And I'm going to ask the class of 2022 right now to join me in giving your parents a round of applause. Parents, someday they'll understand. I know that while today is a celebration of completing 13 years of schooling, this is a commencement, which means a beginning. It's exciting, but it equates to some anxieties and fears. I know something about anxieties and fears. Time will take care of your anxieties and fears as well as mine. Don't tell anyone, but I have a crystal ball. I really do. I can see the future. I see the future whenever I visit a school and see students like you preparing to realize their dreams, even though they don't yet know what they are. I have a great interest in your future because I'm going to spend the rest of my life there. I truly believe that you represent the best of what our future holds. In you, we have a tremendous amount of hope. Remember that you can do or be anything you want to do or be. And if you listen tonight, there's a lot in this, the theme is the same, right? The speakers, the teachers, the student speakers, the chairman of the board. There's a theme in how you get to where you want to be. Remember that you can do or anything that you can be because you have the ability. All you have to do is set your sights on that star and stay focused. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, and all of us associated with Colchester Schools, I want to congratulate the class of 2022 and wish you the best of what your future holds. We couldn't be more proud of you. God bless each and every one of you. The next part is what you're all waiting for. Chairperson Oliphant, members of the Board of Education, as Superintendent of Schools, I certify that the members present this evening have completed the requirements for their diplomas or certificates as prescribed by the state of Connecticut and the Colchester Board of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the Bacon Academy graduating class of 2022.
I accept these seniors whom you have certified to meet the requirements for graduation.
Peyton Adams. Adrian Iviotis. Christiana Leslie Aldridge. Caleb R. Arbuckle. Michaela Kimberly Babineau. Hunter Bailey. Leah Maria Balzer. Josiah Ephraim Banks. Luke Charles Banning. Lainey Elizabeth Barrett. Hunter Bittman. Daniel Blanda. Samuel Hamilton Bloomberger. Maya Marie Bolden. Natalie Brault. Brady Joseph Brakefield. Ari Brennan. Kyle John Brogdon. Alexandra Ray Brown. Austin Rhodes Brown. James Ryan Brownson. Jacob Budnick. Sarah Cayley. Ryan Campbell. Aiden Carroll. John Carroll. Emma Cerruti. Faith Chantres. Dustin William John Charlin. Haley Christine Chartier. Claudia Stephanie Chesnes. Samantha Siaglo. Ryan Patrick Claffey.
Yeah, Rover! Yeah, Rover!
Riley Clark. Dominic Colella. Denali Collins. Tyler Joseph Kucher. Erin Elizabeth Dalton. Tyler Radley Carlton Daniels. Kaylin Elizabeth Davids. Jayana Deshalis. Reed Moon Del Mastro.
Connor John Denicourt. Avery Elizabeth Danker. Allie Morgan Donovan. Austin Doyle. Gianna Angelina Duckworth. Paul Joseph Dummett III. Amaya May Lynn Dyer. Annie Mae England. Emily Morgan Farrington. Kayla Elizabeth Fillion. Layla Marie Franceschi. Sean Gannon. Noah Garfield. Sandra Lee Geis. Luke Gilbert. Matthew Gilman. William Gerard. Skylin Gogan. Sebastian Galubeck. Trinity Marie Gonzalez. Connor P. Gordon. Matt Guerreri. Kevin Guinan. Peyton Guntulis. Skylar Gustafson. Aiden Gingell. Cole James Harrison. Michael Harvey. Brennan Hester. Jackson Hickey. Jade Hostetler. Olivia Rose Ignazio.
Way to go, Ed!
Luke Matthew Jenkins. Quinn Antonio Johnson. Grayson Kane. Scott Michael Cardis. Murat Passim. Anastasia Korzov. Nick Lang.
Caleb Fred LePage. Adam Lazinski. Kitty Liu. Yuki Liu. Ashley Lazat. Matthew Lazat. Valerie Lutzy. Jordan Malloy. Anya Malone.
Yeah, Val? That human is handsome!
Nicholas Mancini. Emma Mancuso. Tasia Monolith. Anthony Marvin. Heather Marvin. Samuel Marzullo. Vincent May. Matthew McCune. Aiden McLaughlin. Ray Melendez. Ashley Michaud. Natalie Mickelson. Samuel Miller. Catherine Misbach. Daniel Maritko. Sage Minsner. Katie Miley. Andrew Joseph Navickas. Darren Gunnar Nelson. Sarah Elizabeth Newton. Sokita Sar Norm. Tyler Wynn. John Rudolph Novak V. Jasmine Anna Marie Olet. Luke Pinella. Riley Parham. Josiah Jaden Perkins. Kayla Pimenta. Morgan Freight. Christopher Paul Pogos. Alex Pulse. Spencer Putnam. Isha Rana. Marianne Ringette. Elspeth Robertson. Christy Grace Robita. Jason Robitaille. Sophie Rose. Brian Samayoa. Jessica Shu. Jordan Nicole Scott. Daniel Jacob Shane. Madison Elise Simone. Alex Skilton. Bethany Amelia Steinman. Jolie Rose Stella. Christopher Stevenson. Travis Strobel. Ashton Sullivan. Riley Mary Sullivan. Evelyn Tennis. Joshua Truss. Sarah Tucker. Joey Tyler. Chris Vespa. Peter Walsh. Caitlin Elizabeth Gorga. Harrison Wells. Jennifer Lily Whipple. Kyra Williams. Emily Wakovic. Aiden Edward Smith. Ezekiel Christian Zarita.
Matthew Solomon Krantz. Nathan Harrisonowitz. Jordan Amy Rogers. Ella K. Dubio. These are our class officers. Next, Wilson Hathaway, Gilbert Land Essays. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. and Mrs. Goodwin up to the stage to present the diploma to their daughter, our class salutatorian, Kelly Alexis Goodwin. Next, I would like to invite Mr. and Mrs. Barnett to the stage to present the diploma to their son, our class valedictorian, Michael Anthony Barnett. Congratulations to the class of 2022.